A storm is coming.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Love and affection, no fear of rejection. This I know is true. Peace and contentment, no need for resentment. This I found in you. This I found in you.
Then I jump out. Instantly 100 camera phones pop out. I run straight to the back of the club in the corner. In the bottles of the body. Once I started seeing the girl was baby down, shirt across the chest, it really gets me. I'm skinny jeans, a girl so fly. Some people say that this girl has a bad reputation. And some people say that this girl is a little too friendly. She make it go up, she make it go down. Probably she wanna get it like a hula hoop. I think I love her, I just wanna be a shawty. She wanna get it like a hula hoop. She make it go up, she make it go down. Like a hula hoop. I think I love her, I just wanna be a shawty. After the girl, I took her with me. Cause I had to see how she would put it on me. on a million. She did a lot of tricks like she was a magician. It on me from the bed to the floor to the kitchen. I don't care what my homies say, they don't know what they missing. Some people say that this girl has a bad reputation. And some people say that this girl is a little too friendly. But she wrote that booty like a hula hoop. She make it go up, she make it go down. Probably she wrote that booty like a hula hoop. I think I love her. I just wanna be a shawty, think about. She wrote that booty like a hula hoop. She make it go up, she make it go down.
Yeah, that girl got a thing that'll make a man feel like she blew his mind. She does her and she let it do the time. She gets down just right, we'll be in the sheets. Still down when we ride, gotta hit the street. You should see her kitchen skills. That girl can handle me.
Yo, can I with you? What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, leave out the print on the news, I want to see it. Please. Oh, yeah. These were everybody here, we know you. All right.
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ Discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
Say you love it, what you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so thin, I'ma beat it up.
January boy, remix money. Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. I swear that's what she said. Shawty looking at me, she's a flirt. All night creeper, let her know I put in work. But it's something I gotta teach her. Bust it open, bring it back. I'll be ready to. Automatic weapon, it go. She's a wifey in the street. Sweet like love. Kill her addiction, she rolling with a dog. She know that I keep her from. Hey, you know where I'm from. It's that Chi-Town boy, and I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them speaking in tongues.
She be like, Ludacris, don't nobody give it to me like you do. I cast a spell on them. They do ain't the word you say. You need a translator. I ain't for my shoes, and I shot her now. She got a lot of words, so she really wanna let the fabric know I'm a softened nerd. Was a good girl when I met her, and she was so pure. Now I got her in the back room talking about Hanam Harenge cure. That's what you get when you're messing with the boys in the hood that's from the south. We be like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? She got just what she wanted. She know I'm that's why it seems. I got these honeys I got them all speaking. She would take 6 days a week, get off on a Sunday, come over late at night and then I eat it. She know that I'm a happy with more money than collection.
gameplay. She tired and she's sliding on me like a tidal wave. I mean, Shawty's so fine, you need to pray for her. She yelling, I don't know what she's saying. Speaking languages that I never heard. Call her dirty, man, on what she make it hurt. She know that I keep her strong, and you know I'm wrong. It's that child boy, and these honey speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them all speaking in tongues. What you say? Shawty, what you say? Shawty, what you say? Shawty, what you say? I got this honey speaking tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues.
What it do? What it do? What's up? What's going on? I've been waiting for a long time for this one. I'm 17 pounds down, fat. Well, I'm telling you, I'm going back to my old weight. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And remember, this used to fit real tug and snug. Now I look like I'm on crack. That thing a little loose. I look like a little bed bug now. Look like bed. Come on. No. I just switched my eating habits. I'm putting in that work. I'm not in the car as much. I'm doing a lot of walking, a lot of running, getting back in shape. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't here for that. We here for this R. Kelly jump. Now, question. I have one question to ask y'all before I jump in full force. First, before I give a question, I want to say shout out to my boy, Willie, my mod. Love that boy. He been holding me down, loading me up. And I got an interview coming too in this segment. It's coming. So, hold on. Let me let them know right now. Hold on. Let me let them know right now. Hold on. All right. So I'm gonna say this, man. Yesterday was a hard day for me to even read the stuff that was going on. Today was even hard. This trial is even hard for me. Anybody that been around Rob, anybody that rocked with Rob, and I ain't talking about just meeting them. I'm talking about that been around them, that got time in. This is hard. From what I'm hearing, I'm getting the reports that, you know, the government lied again. They said today was the last day of the videotapes, and they showed the jurors as well as let the jurors hear what I was told. The sex tape between Rashona and Rob, allegedly Rashona and Rob. There's no more. There's no threesome tapes. There's none of that. They said there will be no more tapes. Which brings me to a question of, since there's no more tapes, I gotta call out Oko. Where are the tapes at? What happened to the hundreds of devices? Everything I've been telling y'all from day one is starting to manifest itself. A lot of people talking about, oh yeah, no. Remember, you came here and got it first. Then you ran to your channels and ran with it. And then I'm gonna go here. Anybody, and I want y'all to hear anybody. I'll say it again. I want y'all to hear me correctly. Anybody that sat back and support the idiots, you belong right along with them. Rainbow is where he's at because his mouth. Not because nobody want him to show up, and that people are booked. People don't get booked because somebody else hate on them. People get booked for the actions that they've done. Now, have I threatened people and before? Yes, I have. But only it was in self-defense. However, so at the end of the day, hit them like buttons, y'all. That's all y'all gotta do is hit the like buttons. Just hit the like buttons. That's it. Hold on. I can check on the sound. Hold on. What? At the end of the day, hit them like buttons, y'all. That's all y'all gotta do is hit the like buttons. Okay. Let me do this. Let me cut that out. Let me cut that out. Let me see if it's a little smoother now. Cut that out. So, hold on. Let me do this. Let me cut that out. Let me cut that out. Let me see if it's a little smoother now.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet. To get started,
all right.
download the Google Home app.
Okay, Google, stop.
Your Google Home isn't set up yet.
Okay, Google, stop.
Download the Google Home app.
I'm starting to hate Google.
Your Google Home is
What's up, Big Bob? What up, Prima? What up, everybody? I'm going to say this. Anybody that's booked, they're there because of their own situation. How you doing, blessed one? Hey, Miss Hot Pink. Anybody that's there is because they're there. They're locked up on their own situation. Ain't nobody hating. Ain't nobody doing none of that. Let's kill all that right now. At the end of the day, if I was locked up, the first thing y'all would say is he deserved it. He did this. He did that. Let's stop picking and choosing who needs to be booked because of certain actions. Let's not do that. Okay. If you're booked, you're booked. If you get called out, you get called out. My thing is, if you calling out somebody, have receipts to call them out with. Don't do no 50 fake call out. Because 50 fake call out will get you exposed, especially by me. So I'm just saying, we seen on YouTube people doing the most. Their karma just hit them. And we seen people who had a large following who lied to their following. And I was the main one that said, this person is a liar. It's going to come out. So I'm just glad y'all ran to people like Prima Donna and said, don't follow Dana because he this, and this. And Prima Donna said, well, send me the receipts. I call them out. And when the receipts were supposed to be given, everybody had crickets. Happy birthday, Big Vibe. What's up, bro? It's Big Vibe birthday. Lower big bro getting a little older. So let's get into this R. Kelly thing, right? Like I was saying, anybody that's been around Robert, this has been a hard New York trial and this trial. And I see the screenshots. I see the lies. I see the rumors. I see the jokes. And the minute you get back on them people, they run and be like, oh, no, don't do this. Don't do that. No. Well, shut up. Leave people alone. I seen the screenshots with certain occult people trying to make jokes. But here's one thing I'm going to say. What Rashona had to go through today wasn't easy. It's easy to say the joke's on you and go back and forth, but Dana J is not trying to make fun of nobody's pain. And you got to realize she was forced into a corner and she was homeless. She seen an opportunity and took it. However, that's one opportunity that nobody can say they wouldn't have taken. Being homeless with a newborn. That's not something that anybody wants to go through. That's something that I wouldn't want my worst enemy to feel. I've been down that road. I've been down the homeless road before. So at the end of the day, I'm not taking up for Rashona. And I'm not saying that what she did was right or wrong. What I will say is morally, it was wrong. Because you don't go back and try to discredit or try to hurt somebody because you in the situation. You just don't do that. And me personally, I would not be able to sit here and say, oh, and Rashona, this, without women looking at my credibility. Reason why I say that is I wasn't there when the alleged stuff happened. Nobody was there. Faces said, define her homeless. Living on the street, nowhere to go. Y'all gonna see all that. At the end of the day, what you see now is mudslinging. This mudslinging, even though a lot of us is here for Robert, this mudslinging is going to cause a lot of other people to come out. Now, the hell, I hear what you're saying. I'm going to get into all of that. I'm not jumping yet. I'm going to walk this thing too. Just like y'all walk that thing on Larry joint, I'm going to walk this thing on my joint. I got everything that you said. So, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. What I'm hearing, and see, and I like when the hell came and said that, because now that opens up the door for me to destroy what she just said. But what I'm seeing is one grabbing, other dodging. This case that we see now have the potential to create a boomerang effect and bring in all parties. I'm going to go here. You might see Earl from public announcement behind what's going on. You might see Earl hop up on there. I'm not understanding certain things, but God have a way of revealing things that none of us know nothing about. So let's get into it, shall we? Dennis Byron put out there, the aunt of the government star witness is now alleging that she is being forced to testify in this trial. Who is possibly forcing her to testify, and why is the aunt taking this position after selling her story to the producers of the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries? The math doesn't add up. I've been saying that. Let's go. Megan Crepeau. I be butchering her name terrible. I know she probably look at my joint and be like, yo, this is not my name. Megan Crepeau. All right. Check it. And before I go any further, can y'all hear me good now? Is it good now? Angela. Now I'm not. Come on, man. Look. Hold on. Look. Let's go here. Let's not block nobody unless they being, out of order. I'm glad to see Angela in the building. When I seen that, Angela, I'm glad to see her in the building. That's what's up. So can y'all hear me perfect now? Is it choppy? Is it anything now? That's all y'all gotta do is hit that like button. Hit that like button. Just mash that joint like. Act like you hitting that A button on Madden when you're trying to break that tackle. Come on. Hit that like button. All right, cool. So Megan put, good morning. It's day 5 of the R. Kelly Chicago federal trial. Jane, his former goddaughter. Now this is former goddaughter. I like that. Testified yesterday that she was in fact the girl Kelly sexually abused on a now an infamous video. Cross-examined by Kelly's attorney is expected to begin shortly. Scratch that. The defense for The defense for co-defendant Milton Brown is cross-examining Jane first. Kelly's attorney will have the chance to cross-examine her later. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let's go there. When Kelly said Jane needed to cover up a tattoo with his name on it, Brown is the one who drove her to the tattoo artist. Jane said, Brown's attorney trying to emphasize for jurors that Kelly kept his relationship with Jane strictly secret and Brown was just an errand runner. You have no idea if he told Milton why you were having the tattoo covered up. All you know is that Mr. Kelly needed to keep his secret secret. Brown attorney says, and Jane confirms. Okay. I'm going to read these and I'm going to break it down because we on a Friday night and we going tonight. Dave Burns said, good morning from Chicago Durskin Federal Courthouse, where R. Kelly's child porn trial is entering its 5th day. Prosecution finished questioning Kelly's alleged victim, Jane, yesterday. So today, his defense team will be starting its cross-examination of her. Jury hasn't come in yet. The federal prosecutors are requesting presiding judge Harry Levenweber address their concern that Kelly's lead defense attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, made inappropriate comments regarding evidence discovery yesterday in front of the jury. Bonjean objects. She claims she hasn't seen what's on some of the discs that allegedly contain R. Kelly's child porn tapes, and that prosecution is being disingenuous regarding providing access to trial evidence. The government has not provided us with the clips they intend to use. We still should know what they're using from those tapes, Bonjean says. Uh-oh. Somebody got caught with their hand in a cookie jar. Levenweber is playing peacemaker. He declines to make any specific ruling on this issue at this time and implies that he'll make decisions regarding use of the tapes in court as they arise. Levenweber said only the jury will be allowed to see R. Kelly's alleged child porn tapes. that they will not be shown to the public in the courtroom. He adds that audio from the tapes won't be censored, however. Jane's cross-examination is starting with the defense attorney for R. Kelly's co-defendant Milton Brown, Kathleen Leon. Brown is Kelly's former personal assistant. Leon is questioning Jane about the time Brown allegedly took her to get her tattoo covered up. Her strategy right out the gate seems to be to paint Brown as a fellow victim of Kelly, as someone who couldn't question Kelly for fear of losing his job. Okay. Moment now. R. Kelly's attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, is up. She asked Jane about relationship with Kelly and her testimony in 2002 before the Illinois grand jury when Kelly was indicted on multiple child porn charges. You had a sexual relationship with R. Kelly as an adult, correct? Bonjean asked Jane. Correct. Jane answers. Jane alleges that R. Kelly controlled her life as an adult. What? Jane alleges that R. Kelly controlled her life as an adult, an assertion that Bonjean challenges by pointing out that Kelly paid for her college education. Here we go. But if you let the naysayers say it, oh, Kelly ain't do that to certain people. He only did it for certain ones and this and this and this and this. That's why I said some of these bloggers just need to shut the hell up because they don't know what they talking about. Bonjean now pointed out that Jane asked R. Kelly to come celebrate her 34th birthday with her in 2018. Bonjean's strategy seems to be to paint Jane as being disingenuous in her claims yesterday. Hold on, because I'm gonna point something out to y'all. Okay. Bonjean's strategy seems to be to paint Jane as being disingenuous in her claims yesterday that she was manipulated and abused by R. Kelly by highlighting her adult relationship with him throughout the 2010s. Now watch this. Bonjean asked her, "You invited Robert to your 34th birthday party in 2018, correct?" Rashona said, "Correct." She said, "Are you sure that you invited Robert to your 34th birthday party in 2008? Rashona said, "Yes, correct." Well, somebody's lying. And I don't like saying that. Hey, sis, what's up, Miss Boykins? What up, Dre? What up, bro? Somebody's lying. Because if she was 34 in 2018, that means in 2002, she was 18 years old and not underage. Not 14, not 15, not 13. Make it make sense. That means in 2002, she was 18. If she was 34 in 2018, in 2002, that means she was 18. I'm just saying. I'm going to say the things that nobody else wants you to hear. Okay. Megan Crepel said, Bonjean begins pointing the finger at McDavid after some significant finger pointing by McDavid's attorney toward Kelly. Kelly also struggled with math and reading and writing. He delegated all those things to people like Mr. McDavid, Bonjean asks, and Jane confirms. Bonjean showing Jane a text exchange she had with R. Kelly in the lead up to Surviving R. Kelly docuseries premiere. So late 2018, early 2019, establishing that the two were in contact relatively recently. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's pause there for a minute. I got to ask a question. Larry McGee, I need to know something. How did you know that they were talking back then? If you don't know Robert and you don't know Rashona. Something seems kind of fishy to me. See, when you sit back and just listen, I do believe Larry said that he knew for a fact that Robert was talking to Rashona. And the only way they could have known that is through Angel Cruel. Things that make you go, They're very friendly texts, an invitation to her birthday party. Happy New Year, greetings. Depending on how you see this, it's an extension of the long-time hold Kelly had over Jane as a result of abuse and grooming, or a friendship that proves no abuse ever existed. Wow. I go with the latter one. No abuse never existed, I believe. As the surviving R. Kelly documentary was coming out around 2019, Jane agreed under questioning from R. Kelly's lawyer that she was concerned for Kelly and reached out to him. In one phone text to him, she wrote, "I love you. Don't let the devil win." So when did you decide to say that this man is a monster? If you love him and don't let the devil win. When did you decide that, Rashona? Sorry, had to step away for a minute. Bonjean, hold on. Make it bigger. Sorry, had to step away for a minute. Bonjean now discussing Jane's reluctance to speak with law enforcement about her alleged abuse at R. Kelly's hands prior to this trial. Jane rebutes, "I no longer wanted to carry his lies." Or rebuts, I'm sorry. "I no longer wanted to carry his lies." Okay. You know, it sets you up for a minute. So he wasn't trying to influence you to do anything. You were just commiserating. Bonjean said. And Jane confirmed. Oh. In February 2019, the Cook County State's Attorney Office contacted Jane. They were in possession of more tapes allegedly involving her and Kelly. Jane texts Kelly, "You need to call me right away or I'm making decisions on my own." Bonjean is interpreting that as an extortion attempt, which Jane strongly denies. "The decision I was going to make was to cooperate with the authorities because I no longer wanted to carry his lies," Jane said. Bonjean, when there's an investigation going on, the first person you called is Robert? Jane, that's what I was used to. Yes. Oh boy, you done stuck your foot in your mouth. Oh, Jesus. Because you couldn't say that's what you was used to if you just had a baby. So check this out. If an investigation is going on, you're not going to call who you used to, and especially if you're sleeping with somebody else. You're going to call the person that you're the most comfortable talking to. You're going to call the person that you feel trustworthy to, not the person that you're supposed to be going against. So with that being said, somebody's lying. You told an assistant state's attorney that you didn't know if R. Kelly had relationships with young girls, Bonjean says, claiming she's caught Jane in a lie between this trial and her statements preceding it. Jesus. The pit bull in the skirt has spoke. Jane admits she has made false statements to the U.S. Attorney's Office. What? Hold on. Jane admits she has made false statements to the U.S. Attorney's Office. You made a false statement to the U.S. Attorney's Office. R. Kelly didn't tell you to tell that lie. You told that lie, Bonjean says. Yes, Jane responds. Oh, boy. Okay. Here we go. Bonjean asks if Jane will seek restitution if R. Kelly is convicted in this trial. Jane says she hasn't decided. Bonjean alleges that Jane knew she could ask for restitution if she wanted to, but before Jane can respond, prosecution calls for a sidebar. We ain't gonna have this New York stuff. Don't call for a sidebar now. Let Bonjean work. That's the problem. Let Bonjean work. That's the only way the truth is going to come out. If you let both sides work, she let y'all work yesterday, so why not let her work today? In Jane's initial interviews with federal prosecutors in 2019, she refused to discuss a relationship with Kelly and refused to watch any videos. She testified, Bonjean repeatedly asking her whether that her own decision or she acknowledged, and she acknowledged it was. Okay, so in 2019, if you refuse to discuss a relationship with Kelly and refuse to watch any videos with the federal government regarding Kelly, regarding you, something had to change its course. And with you living in Chicago and your baby daddy living, well, I ain't gonna disclose that. Something went wrong. So Bonjean repeatedly asking her whether that's her own decision, and she acknowledged, yes, it was. Jane says that in an April 2019, she told federal prosecutors she wasn't sure if Kelly had sexual contacts with other young girls. This was untrue. She now says on the stand, I didn't want to get other people involved, so yes, I did do that. Oh, so you told another lie. Okay. Bonjean hinting aggressively that Jane only changed her mind about cooperating after she learned that she could qualify for restitution. But prosecutors asked for a sidebar before the timeline there can be fully worked out. Jane says she hasn't decided whether to seek restitution. Oh, the government think they slick. They don't want their truth coming out. In Jane's initial interviews with federal prosecutors in 2019, she refused to discuss a relationship with Kelly. I said that. Okay, I said that. Okay, I said that. Okay, cool. Said that. Jane says she asked for an immunity deal for herself and her parents prior to this trial for them not being truthful in 2008. I just wanted to make sure they were protected being truthful going forward, Jane says. Looking back, you think Sparkle pushed you on R. Kelly? Bonjean asks. Yes, Jane responds. Bonjean mentions that Sparkle tweeted last night. I wonder who sent that. Bonjean mentions that Sparkle tweeted last night accusing Jane of lying on the stand. Prosecution objects over Bonjean bringing in outside statements. Well, y'all did it yesterday, government. So guess what? On behalf of Jennifer Bonjean, this is called contraband. And trust me, she can't give it to you. She can only let you see it. Now, if y'all can play like that, she can play like that. Let's make this get going real quick. You testified. Let me open this up. You testified your parents didn't know about your relationship with R. Kelly until this meeting at the hotel. But your parents were actually the subject of a DCFS investigation in 2000. Bonjean asks, they asked me if it was true, and I said no. Jane says, okay. Okay. Presiding Judge Leavenweather. Presiding Judge Leavenweather has called for a 15-minute recess in Chicago. I wonder why you had to go get another martini, huh, Leavenweather? This is a little too much. Oh, yeah. This a little too much. Whoo, it's a little too much. Presiding Judge Levin Weber has called for a 15-minute recess in R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago. They calling me Stephen A. Smith now. Lord have mercy. Lord, what did I do? Hold on. I come back to that. I come back to that too. All right. R. Kelly's federal trial is back in session in Chicago. Kelly's defense attorney, Jennifer Bonjean, is still cross-examining Kelly's alleged abuse victim, Jane. Presiding Judge Levin Weber has called, okay, past that. You didn't want the relationship to end, and you didn't want your parents to get in trouble for anything. You didn't want R. Kelly to get in trouble for anything, correct? Bonjean asked Jane, referring to when the alleged sex tape leaked. Correct, Jane says. Bonjean says Jane wanted to have a relationship with R. Kelly despite the alleged sex tape getting out. You did have a future relationship with him. You ended up being with him for another 10 years, Bonjean says. Jane confirmed. What did I tell y'all last night? She got upset when she seen Joycelyn, when she seen Azriel. And 9 times out of 10, her and Azriel got into it within 2019, around that time in 2018. Bonjean has confirmed it. Bonjean says Jane wanted to have a relationship with R. Kelly despite the alleged sex tape getting out. You did have a future relationship with him. You ended up being with him for another 10 years. Bonjean says. Jane confirms. Wait a minute. If you are a victim of any sexual behaviors and you break loose, let's go here, allegedly, and you break loose and you with somebody else, you don't go back to the person that abused you. I'm just saying, maybe we got new age people that's sex victims now. I'm just saying. R. Kelly's federal trial is back in session in Chicago. Kelly's defense attorney, okay, said that. Whew. Okay. Okay. Bonjean says Jane wanted to have a relationship with R. Kelly despite this dude just repeat himself so much. Okay. Jane admits she testified untruthfully in 2002, fearing the repercussions she or her parents might have suffered if she said it was her on the alleged sex tape. Okay. Bonjean digging into Jane's immunity deal with federal prosecutors. No leads directly or indirectly derived from the information you provided can be used against you in a criminal prosecution, Bonjean says, which Jane confirmed. Let me repeat that again. Bonjean digging into Jane's immunity deal with federal prosecutors. No leads directly or indirectly derived from the information you provide can be used against you in a criminal prosecution, Bonjean says, which Jane confirms. What that mean pretty much is, as long as she gave a statement, she's okay, as long as the government agreed to it, which they did. Bonjean asking about Jane's immunity deal. She won't be prosecuted for past perjury if she tells the truth on the stand. The truth as determined by the government, right? I'm telling my truth. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Let's go back to it. Bonjean asking about Jane's immunity deal. She won't be prosecuted for past perjury if she tells the truth on the stand. The truth as determined by the government, right? I'm telling my truth. I don't know how it's determined after that, Jane responds. Okay, we'll see. Your truth, and I keep telling everybody, when you allow people to tell their truth, that don't mean their truth is the truth. It's just their truth according to what they say. So Jane says R. Kelly told her parents not to work after the alleged sex tape leaked. But Bonjean questions that. She points out that Kelly's 2002 indictment didn't go to trial until 2008, during which time her parents did, in fact, go back to work. Uh-oh. Somebody got caught lying. Uh-oh. Moving on to the tapes themselves. Bonjean questions if it was really Crystal that a 14-year-old Jane allegedly drank in the tapes. Crystal, I'm sorry. Bonjean questions if it was really Crystal that a 14-year-old Jane allegedly drank in the tapes. She brings up the possibility that it may have been water or another non-alcoholic drink, but Jane asserts it was the champagne. Okay. Bonjean is also bringing up that Jane has received Section 8 housing benefits with the assistance of federal prosecutors. Wait a minute. Shit. They giving out Section 8 housing that quick just to testify? Hey, do y'all need somebody to testify in the Boski case? Shit. If I can shoot you, I take Section 8. Bonjean is also bringing up that Jane has received Section 8 housing benefits with the assistance of federal prosecutors. Good God Almighty. Shoot. At a law now, as Bonjean searches through her notes for her next line of questioning in R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago. Jesus. Man, you set me up in LA like that with Section 8, man. You damn right. You need somebody to testify? What about it? He did it. I give you the timeline. That next line of questioning involves a series of text messages between Jane and R. Kelly. Jane is silently reading through several pages of the text now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The next line of questioning involves a series of text messages between Jane and Assistant State's Attorney Angel Crow regarding Jane's pregnancy. Apologies for a former tweet that said the tweets were between Jane and R. Kelly. I misheard Crow as Kelly. Bonjean ain't playing. Bonjean points out Crow had Jane saved as Boss Baby on her phone. Also says to Jane, you are provided by the U.S. Attorney's Office with travel to and from Florida, which Jane confirms. What the? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. The government is providing you with travel to and from Florida. They giving you Section 8 housing. More than likely, they're giving you food stamps just to testify. At that point, I'm convinced that she was homeless. At that point, I was about to go there, bye. So you mean to tell me the government is committing the Mann Act? Because that's what's going on. That's what you charge robbery with. You paying and giving these ladies places to stay. That's the Mann Act. That's what you gave robbery, right? So the government should be charged with the Mann Act. Bonjean also says Cruel allowed Jane to get out of Dodge by paying for her to go to Florida. Whoa. Jane confirms this, but also says getting out of town was as much about her personal safety as anything else while the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries was being filmed. Stop. Why was public safety for you to get out of town if you wasn't on Surviving R. Kelly, Rashona? Something ain't adding up. Something is not adding up. Her get Section 8 housing benefits and pays travel, meal expenses related to the case. The housing benefits were because Jane felt unsafe as a cooperator. She says, stop. How can you not feel safe if nobody knew you was cooperating? And the only person that knew you was cooperating was Larry McGee. Let's put it out there. Me and Larry has had arguments about that. I said that you wasn't cooperating. So in the event that you start cooperating, Angel Cruel start telling Larry that you was cooperating. Now let's go there. Larry can't deny that. It's videos with me and him going back and forth. Not video, but videos with me and him going back and forth as far as Rashona testifying. If I'm lying, somebody jump in here and say, Dana, you're lying. And I shut this live down right now. So Angel Cruel had more than those damn lies that the government tried to say, oh no, there's no connection between Larry McGee and Angel Cruel. You're a goddamn lie. You're a lie. Me and Larry had drag out fights about that. So how did he know? If he don't know Rashona, nor do he know R. Kelly. See, one thing about me, I let people play their self. So now when the lies come out, I can say, wait. There's videos of me and Larry going back and forth. There's videos of me telling Larry he don't know what the hell he talking about. And Larry saying, all right, Dana, watch. So now I got to say, Larry, you was right. And the only way you knew is because Angel Cruel told you. I ain't had no connects with Angel Cruel. So I got to say Larry was right about that. Do I feel good about admitting that Larry was right? Hell no. I don't like them niggas. Especially when it comes to R. Kelly. I don't like admitting that they were right. But under what circumstances were you right? So I don't mind being wrong under these circumstances, Old Cove and Larry and Team Truth. I don't mind being wrong. Because y'all gonna see this again. I'm trying to tell you. So how can you feel unsafe, Rashona, if nobody knew you was cooperating? If Angel Cruel didn't run around and tell one of the YouTube bloggers that, yeah, we got Rashona. That's how he was able to say, we got the bus drivers. We got this. We got the storage. We done got people to lie. Y'all thought I was letting that go? I told y'all I stand 10 toes deep for Robert Sylvester Kelly. You ain't seeing me nodding off. You ain't seeing me doing none of that scamming stuff. No. I will let you play yourself. And that's why I believe that the other side have so much respect for me, because I can walk in their camp, look them in their face and tell them I'm coming for war on behalf of Robert. And I said it. When people start saying stuff on that side, oh, where's the cross-eyed dude at? He ain't down there. He ain't this. He ain't that. He ain't this. He ain't that. I said, you're going to make me go at your leader. Because y'all going at Robert, so that's going to make me go after Larry. You can't come after Robert and I can't go at Larry. Y'all can't do that. Me and Larry might have a it might be a respect for one another, or we might just, just have a mutual respect not to address one another, but y'all not going to keep coming for Robert and me, and I'm going to shut up? Man, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I'm going to go at you later. And y'all don't want me to do that. So I'm going to say it. So Just V and all of y'all can keep my name out that bullshit. Because the next time you do, I'm going to open up some shit. And Larry don't got nothing to do with it. It's y'all motherfuckers that keep it going. So I'm going to indulge in it next time. And I don't care who your boyfriend is, and I don't care who the fuck don't like it. Now, let's carry on. Jane did share a pregnancy photo of herself with the former lead prosecutor on this case, which the defense has repeatedly argued is inappropriate and suspicious. They had seen me in a pretty negative light, so I thought it was good to share something positive with them, Jane says. Wait a minute. How can you share something positive with the prosecutors if this is supposed to be about Robert Sylvester Kelly and this is a negative matter? The positivity is not for them. That's for you. You carrying a baby, not them. Why do you care if they know that you got a baby bump? Let's make that make sense. BB Beauty LLC, I totally agree with you. Why put a person to death for money? Facts. Knowing that Robert would have looked out for you, Rashona, as he did before. Jane now being shown the text between her and the former lead prosecutor, Angel Cruel. These were the subject of a whole bunch of last-minute motions covered by me and Jay Mitri, which is Jason Meisner, here. Jane testifies, Jane testifies the government has helped her get Section 8 housing benefits and pays travel, meal expenses related to the case. The housing benefits were because Jane felt unsafe as a cooperator. She says, Jane did share a pregnancy photo. Okay, we talked about that. Okay, we talked about that too. Woo-wee. We are back on the benefits. The examination fits a pattern where Bonjean lists out all of the things the government paid for. Housing, a trip out of state. That's the Mann Act. That's the Mann Act. And Jane says it was all rooted in her fear for her safety. I'm lost. If nobody knew you was cooperating, how were you in fear? If Angel Cruel ain't leak it to a blogger named Larry McGee, how are you in fear? Larry leaked it, and the go along, get along gang spreaded it. So how are you in fear? If that was supposed to be a secret, you told the wrong angel. If that was supposed to be a secret, you told the wrong angel. Oh, man. I'm having some fun with this one. Redirect examination from prosecutors who are having Jane confirm that the huge majority of texts between Jane and former Kelly prosecutor were just about scheduling matters. They were not about scheduling matters. Now the government is going to lie. Showing your belly and you being pregnant, that's not about a schedule. Or is it me? Is that about a schedule? With that, Bonjean wraps up her question. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, baby mama. Hey, Lisa, I think we need to have another one. With that, Bonjean wraps up her questioning. Prosecution coming back in for a follow-up. Jane says again that it was R. Kelly who told her to keep quiet about their relationship when she was 15 and 16. How is it when she was 15 and 16, but yesterday it was 13 and 14? I'm lost. So Kelly told you to keep quiet either when you was 15 or 16 or 13 or 14. I'm lost. Which teen are you going to stick with, Rashona? Come on. I ain't think you was going to do this. Good God. I mean, this is beyond crazy. Prosecution asked Jane where she was staying during R. Kelly's 2008 trial, to which she answers hotels. Stop. Didn't prosecution say that Jane? Didn't prosecution say on Tuesday that Jane moved to R. Kelly's house? Didn't prosecution say on Tuesday that Lisa Van Allen was staying in hotels and not Rashona because Rashona moved to R. Kelly's house? I'm just saying, man, look, you can't make this up. I can't. I'm just saying. She wasn't supposed to be seen with Kelly during the trial, Jane says. But she was staying at the man's house. Oh, my God. Jesus, I'll never forget what you done for me. Oh, my God. Lord have mercy, yo. This is crazy. Jane said on cross-examination that she had some of her own reasons for lying. Uh-oh. Jane said on cross-examination that she had some of her own reasons for lying to authorities. She was ashamed. She wanted to protect Kelly. Stop. But you went around bragging about being around Kelly. So how was you ashamed? Big Baby Pernell, hey. How was you ashamed? Prosecutors on direct reiterating that she was only a teenager at the time, and Kelly specifically instructed her to keep it all a secret. Jane is off the stand. Prosecutors are gearing up to show jurors the video that Jane has said show Kelly sexually abusing her when she was 14. Stop. How was Kelly sexually abusing her when she was 14 when she clearly said yesterday that they didn't have sex until she was 15? I wait. Maybe somebody screwed up the age bracket. Maybe the government didn't stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The videos will apparently be shown after a lunch break. Prosecutors are arguing that the courtroom should be cleared of spectators for that, since the jurors' monitors are partially visible from spectator seats. No, hell no. No. You showed her and prepped her child porn. Jim Darriaga's seen child porn, allegedly. So why not show everybody? Okay, the videos will apparently be shown after lunch break. Okay, we'll talk about that. Judge Harry Levenweber says it's not necessary to clear out the courtroom. Jesus. The spectators will be directed to move out of view of the screens. Judge Levenweber like, man, let them fight. Let them fight. Okay, we back to Jason Meisner. Come on. We're about to start back up in the R. Kelly trial, where prosecutors are going to play 30 minutes of alleged child pornography for the jury. My colleague in the courtroom says they've brought in large fabric screens to block the view of the spectators. HSI Special Agent Melissa Sifferman is back on the stand, talking about the 3 sex videos obtained as part of the investigation. Video 1 is the original scene at the center of R. Kelly's 2008 child porn trial in Cook County. Videos 2 and 3 are other scenes that also allegedly include Kelly and Jane engaging in sex acts. So even after the judge ruled against prosecutors and refused to close the courtroom for the playing of the videos, they still asked him right before they started playing them to cut off the feed to the overflow room. So we're sitting here in radio silence. No reason for this, IMO. See, the government don't want nobody to pick up on it. The audio is back. Apparently, the jury, which is seated in the courtroom gallery due to COVID spacing, had black fabric screens put up all around them so no one could see their reactions as the videos played. Just stepped out of R. Kelly courtroom where prosecutors first played sexually explicit videos to jurors. Officials placed high screens around the jury and turned around monitors so media could not see the evidence at the heart of the trial and couldn't see jurors' reaction to it. Levin Weber clearly said the issue was not people hearing the audio. He also said, where is the press supposed to go? They are entitled to cover it. So we'll wait patiently for the explanation, I suppose, but really there isn't any. The government don't want y'all to hear it. The government don't want the truth coming out. Bonjean asks, how many tapes do you have in your possession associated with this case? Silence. Bonjean, can you answer? HSI agent, I'm sorry, I was waiting for the objection. Judge, if there's no objection, I'm not going to rule. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Bonjean, how many tapes do you have in your possession associated with this case? Silence. Bonjean, can you answer? I'm sorry. I was waiting for the objection. Judge, if there's no objection, I'm not going to rule. Hey, man, y'all better leave Levin Weber alone. He trying to get him a martini. Y'all better stop. Oh, man. Hold on. Y'all better leave him alone. Justin, Daddy, do you still love me? Whoa, huh? Justin, Daddy, do you still love me? R. Kelly jury watches graphic video clips allegedly showing singer having sex with young teen. Could have been altered. Detective on the case has said CPD got VHS from reporter Jim Dariagas, who received it from an anonymous sender. Now disgraced attorney Michael Avenatti announced he had turned over a tape to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office February 2019, near the peak of the surviving R. Kelly furor. Avenatti is what you might call a troubling source for key evidence. Hearing from colleagues that are coming up that the cloth screens were set up to also obscure the entire jury. So even my colleagues in the courtroom weren't even able to see the jurors' reactions to the video. Prosecutors said the edited videos combined would run about 20 minutes. Prosecutors said the edited videos. Hold on. Why can't y'all show the videos as it was in its entirety? Why did they have to be edited? You know what? I'm gonna show y'all something next. Hold on, give me a second. Y'all playing with the right one. Hold on. Y'all playing with the right one. Y'all playing with the right one. When I say y'all playing with the right one, y'all playing with the right one. Watch this. Leave that right there. Let's go here. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. I was the first one to come out and tell y'all about deepfake, right? And Michael Avenatti, he frames in deepfake. He frames in deepfake. He frames in deepfake. So I'm gonna go there right after this. Prosecutors said the edited videos combined will run about 20 minutes. The lead detective on Kelly's 2008 case has testified that he watched a DVD that showed the same video as was used to prosecute Kelly in state court, but said he did not know where the original VHS tape from 2008 is today. In 2008, Kelly's lawyers made much of the low quality of the video, that it could have been altered. Detective on the case has said CPD got VHS from reporter Jim Dariagas, who received it from an anonymous sender. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Watch this. Deepfake. This is what I mean when I say deepfake. Here we go. I'm going to show you a deepfake. Pay attention.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
Jordan Peele created this fake video of President Obama to demonstrate how easy it is to put words in someone else's mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with what we trust from the internet.
Not everyone bought it, but the technology behind such frauds is rapidly improving, even as worries increase about their potential for harm. This is your Bloomberg Quick Take on deepfakes. Deepfakes, or realistic-looking fake videos and audio, gained popularity as a means of adding famous actresses into porn scenes. Despite bans on major websites, they remain easy to make and find. They're named for the deep learning artificial intelligence algorithms that make them possible. Input real audio or video of a specific person, the more the better, and the software tries to recognize patterns in speech and movement. Introduce a new element like someone else's face or voice, and then a deepfake is born.
It's actually extremely easy to make one of these things. There were just some supposed breakthroughs from academic researchers who worked with this particular kind of machine learning in the past few weeks, which would drastically reduce the amount of video you need to actually create one.
Programs like FakeApp, the most popular and widely available for making deepfakes, need dozens of hours of human assistance to create a video that looks like this, rather than this. In August, researchers at Carnegie Mellon revealed software that accurately rendered not just facial features, but changing weather patterns and flowers in bloom. This advance is not yet available to the public, but with increasing capability comes increasing concern.
This is kind of fake news on steroids, potentially. We do not know of a case yet where someone has tried to use this to perpetrate a kind of fraud or an information warfare campaign, or for that matter, to really damage someone's reputation. But it's the danger that everyone is really afraid of.
In a world where fakes are easy to create, authenticity also becomes easier to deny. People caught doing genuinely objectionable things claim evidence against them is bogus. Fake videos can also be difficult to detect. Though researchers around the world and at the U.S. Department of Defense have said that they're working on ways to counter them. Deepfakes do, however, have some positive uses. Take Cereproc, a firm that creates digital voices for people who lose theirs from disease.
Speech synthesis is the artificial production of human speech.
There are also applications that could be considered either good or bad, like the many deepfakes that exist solely to turn as many movies as possible into Nicolas Cage movies.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go back there. Pay attention to your upper left-hand screen. What do you see? And I want y'all to put it in the chat. Man, don't try to spam me today. What do y'all see in the top left-hand screen? Look under, it's getting harder to spot a deepfake video. What name do you see? Type it in the chat. What name do you see? Type it in the chat. BuzzFeed. Who do Jim Daryagas work for? Who do Jim Daryagas work for? BuzzFeed. What did Michael Avenatti, Jim Daryagas, and Kim Fox had to meet for? Make it make sense. I told y'all, I'm the only one that can put this together for y'all like this. I don't care how many people try to imitate what they think they know, they don't know. So Jim Daryagas that worked for BuzzFeed had to meet with Michael Avenatti and Kim Fox. After that, Michael Avenatti releases a statement, oh, the Golden Goose, and was easy to set up and he would never see the light of day. Then turns around and say, oh, I got the tape. But then it's a DVD. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm telling y'all, this is what it is. This is what people don't want y'all to know. Why? Because they think, oh, Dana J. don't. What is the famous lie? Dana ain't for Robert. Dana don't know Robert. Dana this, Dana that. Man, shut the hell up. That's where I'm at with this now. Now, disgraced attorney Michael Avenatti announced he had turned over a tape to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office February 2019 near the peak of surviving R. Kelly Furia. Ain't what knows the screenshots that I just showed y'all not too long ago? I believe like last week. Showed y'all that one. Let's see. Okay. Testifying now in the R. Kelly trial is Jonathan Sitchi. How you pronounce that? Sitchi. Okay. A Customs and Border Patrol agent. He's telling the jury about who traveled with Jane and her parents to Mexico, Bahamas in 2002. When the sex tape first went public, feds say Kelly sent Milton June Brown to keep tabs. The feds say that. According to flight records shown to the jury, Brown indeed returned to the U.S. from Bahamas on February 21st, 2002. Defense pointing out that Brown traveled to and from the Bahamas 5 other times as well. Man. Hold on. And that's a wrap for the R. Kelly trial for the week, folks. We've had 8 witnesses so far. Back Monday at 10 a.m. So, with that being said, there is no more showing of no other tapes. So, therefore, there's no threesomes, there's no nothing. However, we understand this. Before I go any further, I do want to show a commercial of one of my sponsors that I can say that I love to see her do her work. Go support lady. Go support this lady right here. Okay. Go support this lady. Here it go. Here it go. Check it out.
On your page, do me a favor. Please share it, like, and even leave a comment about what you think. I spent a lot of time creating this, and I'd appreciate your feedback.
Her page is ladyvanna21.godaddysite.com. Her YouTube channel is https://youtube.com/ UCJVXHFHEMGT4UB_KC91KA7W. Man, look, type in Fantasia Habersham. Okay, that's what you do on TikTok. Her name, type in Fantasia Habersham 4. Habershay 4. As Fantasia, then Habershay, HABERSHA 4. Go support her. She have a lot of good things going on. I'm just trying to tell you. She got a lot of things going on. Let's go support. Okay? Cool. All right. So, we all know that Rashona threw Sparkle under the bus and said that she had a threesome with Drea Lee and this lady named Sparkle, which so happens to be her aunt. However, Sparkle said that goddamn girl lying. Sparkle said she only lying because her mama and them were forced to testify. Now let's listen to what Stephanie lying ass Edwards had to say.
Hey y'all, it's Sparkle. Have my phone here because I have notes that I want to make sure that I say everything that I want to say today. And forgive the bolting of the jets overhead. We have the air and water show here. I want to put a few things in context. I'm letting those who really know, support, and love me know that this is a family feud. Yesterday was a day I didn't think I'd ever see. Nevertheless, at this point, I'm pretty much prepared for anything. After I learned my niece was cooperating with the investigators, I prayed and I thanked God. Also, I did some thinking, as I often do, throughout this whole process. Asked myself, if I were them, what could be said that legitimately make this make sense and spare them from crazy? My answer is nothing. Knowing that there's no right answer to explain their ongoing actions and years of support for Robert once learning about that tape, the clear plan is to try to take me down because I've been so vocal. I knew that there was some anger and resentment because of my stance, which is why I'm like, okay, they're going to handle it their way, and I'm going to handle it my way. And I was thinking, one day, my niece will be older and we'll have a real heart-to-heart conversation. And there's no expiration on this concept, but I'm very clear that day ain't close. I know us speaking privately and candidly to her, it looks like betrayal of her mother. But now being an adult, I was hoping she was closer to being more independent thinking at this point. Yesterday, my niece absolutely doing the will of her mom. This is another form of the terrible decision making of her mom. And in my opinion, the unfortunate continuing allegiance to Robert. As the youngest of the group, and all I've ever known was family and community. So I operated from that space from the beginning of my career, by bringing them in to show them that it was not just about me, but about us getting this record deal that I was about to get. We were a gospel group just years prior, so me thinking about them for them was partly programmed in me. All I knew. Again, because Robert was given the opportunity to have his own imprint record label, I introduced my sister, my brother-in-law, and my niece to Robert at CRC Studios in '97 in hopes of landing my niece a career as an artist in this industry. Not a concert, as she testified. I didn't stop there. I asked Robert to check out my brother-in-law, who played the guitar, and other family members in hopes he'd assist them with their musical careers as well. I'm saying this again. I'm saying this again to say not all that you heard yesterday from my niece is true. I don't want to hinder this legal process, I don't, but to testify that I had my niece sit on Robert's lap and rub his head and have her ask him to be her godfather is an absolute fucking lie. You all cannot imagine the hurt that comes from pain caused by the people that you live and are willing to die for. Another lie. Robert and I were never in a romantic relationship. Never. To show you sabotage is a highly priority within them. If Robert and I were in a romantic relationship, you and your mom was cool allowing you to start a relationship with him? Again, no right answers for their actions. This journey of mine, I started with the greatest of intentions, and all I've gotten from it is hell. This is not how we were raised, and it has fucked up family names, relationships, and the death, allegedly. Enough is enough. I've endured being not believed before, so my niece's false statements don't bother me as much as her mindset and willingness to tell the lies. I'm certain it's from her mom. Certain. But she's now old enough to start bearing some level of responsibility of her actions. I love her more than life itself. So this is all I'm going to say regarding her and her mother. Unless I have to.
Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that again. I want y'all to pay attention because I'm going to point out some things about this. Pay attention to everything she say. Pay attention to the body movements. Pay attention to the way she's looking in the beginning. And pay attention to the mood. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's Sparkle. I have my phone here because I have notes that I want to make sure that I say everything that I want to say today. And forgive the bolting of the jets overhead. We have the air water show here. I want to put a few things in context. I'm letting those who really know, support, and love me know that this is a family feud. Yesterday was a day I didn't think I'd ever see. Nevertheless, at this point, I'm pretty much prepared for anything. After I learned my niece was cooperating with the investigators, I prayed and I thanked God. Also, I did some thinking, as I often do, throughout this whole process. Asked myself, if I were them, what could be said that legitimately make this make sense and spare them from crazy? My answer is nothing. Knowing that there's no right answer to explain their ongoing actions and years of support for Robert once learning about that tape. The clear plan is to try to take me down because I've been so vocal. I knew that there was some anger and resentment because of my stance, which is why I'm like, okay, they're going to handle it their way, and I'm going to handle it my way. And I was thinking, one day, my niece will be older and we'll have a real heart-to-heart conversation. And there's no expiration on this concept, but I'm very clear that day ain't close. I know us speaking privately and candidly to her, it looks like betrayal of her mother. But now being an adult, I was hoping she was closer to being more independent thinking at this point. Yesterday, my niece absolutely doing the will of her mom. This is another form of the terrible decision making of her mom. And in my opinion, the unfortunate continuing allegiance to Robert. As the youngest of the group, and all I've ever known was family and community. So I operated from that space from the beginning of my career, by bringing them in to show them that it was not just about me, but about us getting this record deal that I was about to get. We were a gospel group just years prior. So me thinking about them for them was partly programmed in me. All I knew. Again, because Robert was given the opportunity to have his own imprint record label, I introduced my sister, my brother-in-law, and my niece to Robert at CRC Studios in '97 in hopes of landing my niece a career as an artist in this industry. Not a concert, as she testified. I didn't stop there. I asked Robert to check out my brother-in-law, who played the guitar, and other family members in hopes he'd assist them with their musical careers as well. I'm saying this again. I'm saying this again to say not all that you heard yesterday from my niece is true. I don't want to hinder this legal process, I don't, but to testify that I had my niece sit on Robert's lap and rub his head and have her ask him to be her godfather is an absolute fucking lie. You all cannot imagine the hurt that comes from pain caused by the people that you live and are willing to die for. Another lie. Robert and I were never in a romantic relationship. Never. To show you sabotage is a highly priority within them. If Robert and I were in a romantic relationship, you and your mom was cool allowing you to start a relationship with him, again, no right answers for their actions. This journey of mine, I started with the greatest of intentions, and all I've gotten from it is hell. This is not how we were raised, and it has fucked up family names, relationships, and the death, allegedly. Enough is enough. I've endured being not believed before, so my niece's false statements don't bother me as much as her mindset and willingness to tell the lies. I'm certain it's from her mom. Certain. But she's now old enough to start bearing some level of responsibility of her actions. I love her more than life itself. So this is all I'm going to say regarding her and her mother. Unless I have to.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle.
You see something? Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you? I see what I'm saying. I thought. No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
No, you done fucked up, don't you? No, don't you? No, you done fucked up.
One more time.
You see something? Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you? I see what I'm saying.
I thought.
No, so, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
No, you done fucked up, don't you? No, don't you? No, you done fucked up.
Okay. If you heard me smacking on the sweet cherries, they were good. That's my dinner for the night. So I had to eat my dinner before 8:30. And you see what I'm drinking? A lemon brisk iced tea. So let's go here. Because I'm about to get off because Dre about to go live at 8:30. Sparkle. If you didn't have a sexual relationship with Robert, why didn't you go home to Earl? What made Earl and Robert go back and forth at each other? You. Because you refused to go home after Dre took Sparkle demo to Robert. Because y'all was all supposed to produce Sparkle together. Robert said, nah, man, I got to do this alone. But I'm going to get Dre on here one day. Dre going to tell you about it. So that was a lie. Second thing, if you pay attention to the audio, why do you need background music to tell your truth? As I told y'all before, it sets the stage for people to be relaxed. Excuse me. Where else have you seen that at? Surviving R. Kelly. I'm just saying. Where else have you seen it at? Surviving R. Kelly. The soft music to get you in the mood, just for her to say what she got to say. The thing that threw her off was the planes. Remember this. She denied everything except for giving the tape to Jim. Matter of fact, except for giving the tape to Jim Dariagas. She ain't denied none of that. Thank you, Willie. Don't forget my big bro. It's right there. Hits digital radio channel. As soon as I end this, hit that link and go over there and support Dre. We need more of that over there. Also, Sparkle, the Better Be Careful video. When everybody thought that was Robert, it was Damon Pryor. So I get why you coming out saying that, Sparkle. Because you ain't getting no credit for the bullshit. And because you're scared to go to jail. But ask yourself this question. You need to go and give Earl an apology and apologize to Earl and give him an explanation of why you never went back. Now, if y'all think I'm lying, I'm talking about Earl from public announcement. If I can get Dre on here, Dre will contest to that. Dre will say, yeah, she ain't never go back to Earl. So what, you was just not going back to your husband? You and Robert, y'all just was just sitting there playing footsies? Stop. When I know for a fact that you, I ain't gonna put that out there. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna wait after this trial. Then I'll put it out there. You know, Dre gonna be on for like 45 minutes or an hour. He don't stay on long. And then from Dre, we go hit Levi for Kelly. It's 8:28 now. Look, don't forget, man. Go support our girl, Fantasia Havisham. One more time.
If my art just landed on your page, do me a favor. Please share it, like, and even leave a comment about what you think. I spent a lot of time creating this, and I'd appreciate your feedback.
Facts. Also, don't forget Prima Donna News, Prima Donna Pastries as well. Don't forget Dana J Patreon. Don't forget Prima Donna Patreon. Don't forget Big Vi. His channel popping off. Don't forget Georgia Girl, her channel popping off. Don't forget the youngest in charge, Miss Lady T, as known as Creepy T. You know, she out here doing her thing now. Dre channel is at the bottom of the page. It's linked right there. Hits digital radio channel. Look, Dream Team. Let's all go over there to Dre channel. Let's see what Dre talking about, because he talking about people getting ran over by the train and stuff. I'm looking like, we heard that. So look, all right. Love every last one of y'all. Broke that down like that. I was gonna say I'm coming on after Levi. Hell no. Levi probably don't get out at 4 o'clock in the morning. You feel me? So I'll be back tomorrow. And I will be talking about these goddamn blow up bloggers. I'm talking about these bloggers tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Because I want to know where's the outrage for certain people. Y'all don't want to miss that tomorrow. I'm going to title it Scams Are Us. Or Scams Are Them, not us. Scams Are Them. So we going over to Dre. I love every last one of y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I'm feeling good. The weight coming down. I'm doing my sit-ups right. Soon I'll be able to take the shirt off and y'all be like, oh my God, look at the chat. I'll be like, yeah, baby, yeah. But look, we going over to Dre channel, okay? Dre channel is in the link. It's in the chat. His link is in the chat. I don't know about y'all, but y'all niggas keep trying to spam me. Man, spam these nuts. And I'm up out of here. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know what we do. And for all the stupid people, I just want to tell y'all one time for the one time.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
This is not the type of tea I want.
It's over for you.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama. Said I'm gonna take a dip in your pool. Just going for a little dive there. Hey, yeah.
Type stuff, man. Ain't nothing entertaining about hearing some allegations or some stories like that, man. That stuff, it just gives you chills when you think about it. And for R. Kelly to be in jail, that's a beautiful thing. But
I really need a recharge.
I guess I did too.
Thank y'all for the likes.